Mike, what IFBB Pro show are we competing in next year? Are you afraid to go against Coach Greg with superior symmetry and an even better tan? And yeah, I may be 5'6", but I'm 6'5" when I'm sitting on my wallet. And so, are you ready to do battle? All right, I got a good one for you guys. And it's about Mike O'Hearn. We haven't talked about Mike in a minute.
Here's the best part.
All right, I can't wait to find out what the best part is going to be. What's the best part, Mike?
All the Instagram trainer experts will say...
Okay, all the Instagram trainers, all of them, every single one will say something. Well, if everyone says something, there's a chance it's true, but what is it that they're going to say?
Oh, that's not true. You can go late. It's because they're weak and they've lost it.
Mike has been saying that you need to train heavy in order to put on muscle. That Instagram trainers, for example, Coach Greg and Dr. Mike Israetel, he picks on us. Perhaps it's because we're manlets or hobbits, if you will. Why didn't he pick on Jeff Nippard? All of us are short. And so he's saying, we're saying that you can build the same amount of muscle by training in higher reps as you can shorter reps. And so what does the research say? It says you can build the same amount of muscle if you train to failure using higher reps as you do training with lower reps. And so if you fail at 5 repetitions versus 15 repetitions, both forms of training will in fact build the same amount of muscle. And so how is that wrong?
It's the great Doucettes that lost it 15 years ago, but still telling you how to train.
What exactly did I lose, Mike, 15 years ago? I mean, he's saying I lost it 15 years ago. 15 years ago, in this month, I turned IFBB Pro. And so 15 years ago, I lost it. What? The day I turned to IFBB Pro, I lost the plot on how to train? Does that actually make sense? How is it that I turned pro at 35 and continued to make gains after that?
It's those kind of guys that can't even lift. They're all broken up.
Can't even lift. They're all broken up. I mean, the last I looked at my physique, it's looking pretty good. I wouldn't say it's broken up. I continued to compete for 10 years after that. And since that time, did Mike know I broke the Guinness Book of World Records for most sumo weight deadlifted in a minute? Now, I know Mike is a tremendous, or perhaps was a tremendous powerlifter. And so why doesn't he break my record? I mean, he's 6 foot plus. He probably outweighs me by 50, perhaps 100 pounds. I don't know. And so that record should be easy for him to beat.
And their ligaments and joints are just...
I don't see what's wrong with my ligaments and my joints. I'm still lifting weights twice a week, and I'm still keeping my gains. Not to mention, Mike, did you know that I'm racing bikes, that I'm a very good bike racer? I'm winning races left and right. For example, yesterday, I won my last race. And so something is working.
And they're young. The Mike guy's in his 30s.
And correction, that Mike guy is not in his 30s. He's actually in his 40s. And so is he giving him a compliment? He's saying, hey, you know what? He looks so young and svelte that he's in his 30s.
The Mike guy's in his 30s, broken.
Now, he's saying Mike is broken. I don't think Mike is broken unless he's talking about perhaps his mental game. His body isn't broken. It's his mindset. He thinks he needs to fix his body to get surgeries and so on. But Mike is not broken. After all, we've seen Mike can still jump a Nippard. Mike can still jog through an 800-meter event. And so he's not completely broken, but I do think I get his point. He's trying to say Mike Israetel doesn't train as hard as he used to. He used to be a strong power lifter. He trains with a lot lighter weight. We've seen him do the bent over 10-pound dumbbell curls, and he's saying that is not how you should train. But since when do you lump Coach Greg and Mike Israetel in the same category? Aside from us both being manlets, we're not the same.
Greg in his 40s, early 40s, and broken. It's like, nice. Teach us how to lift.
I accept the compliment from Mike saying that I'm in my early 40s, but Mike, have you not seen my Instagram as of late? I literally just posted my photo of myself turning 50. Remember, I competed for the Zaddy Cup, was playing pickleball, having a great time. I'm dating a baddie. Have you not seen Mepsigram? She's only 34 years of age. And so last I checked, you're only as old as the girls that you're dating. And so I'm about 34.
You're the guy I'm listening to.
And so of all the people that I would listen to, I would think that Coach Greg is really high up on the list. And why? Well, I've been training almost as long as Mike O'Hearn. I started at 10. It's now been 4 decades, over 40 years that I've been training in the gym. Not only that, I've trained thousands of clients. Just had a client compete as a WNBF pro. Remember, he's 100% natural. People, they hardly could believe it. How do you get all that muscle as a natural? Well, you work hard. You train hard. You train like Coach Greg. And what advice do I give my clients? What advice do I give the world? To train harder than last time. That has been my motto for years. I literally have the sign in my basement, abajo in mi casa, harder than last time. And so when I'm lifting in my basement, in my gym, bike riding, I can look up at the sign and it reminds me, what am I supposed to do today? I'm supposed to progressive overload and train harder than last time. And so if I don't have the energy, if I think I can't do it, I look up at the sign and it's a reminder. Of course you can do it. Harder than last time. And so is my advice to lighten the weights and just train like a pussy? Of course not. It's in fact the opposite. My advice is to train hard. 95% of people, I believe, they don't train hard enough. And so if you're one of the 5% out there that's already training really hard, well, this video isn't for you. It's for 95% of people. And so Mike, I don't tell people to just train with light weights and go easy. I tell them to train hard.
Greg in his 40s, early 40s, and broken. It's like, nice. Teach us how to lift.
Mike, the only thing that's broken is several powerlifting records, Guinness Book of World Records, or PRs on my bike. I'm 50 years of age, and I'm the fastest I've ever been on a bike. How many people can say that? At 50, that they're racing bikes at an elite level? I don't know many. Perhaps he's talking about the bones that I've broken. That's right. My right elbow, I almost look like Ian Valere with that cut down the side, or perhaps my left elbow, that cut down the side. This was not done from lifting weights. This was done from separate bike accidents where I'm crashing. When I was a teenager, I crashed my shoulder. Multiple ligaments were torn. These are the injuries I've sustained from riding bikes, not from lifting weights. And so perhaps I've had broken bones, but it's not from lifting weights. I continue to do so.
Here's the best part.
Did he just say, here's the best part? Yeah. The best part is you too can use GO2 Max and Turk Builder Max to improve your games. This is for cardio. And so if you're aging, you're going to want to take this so that you can do cardio harder than ever before. You recover faster, you feel better. This is going to get you stronger. Also improve your ability to recover and have you build more muscle. And so if you're interested, the best part, code Greg, 15% off. And perhaps this is the best part. If it doesn't work for you, you have a money back guarantee and a $20 gift card. And so what do you have to lose? Code Greg, 15% off. This is kind of sick. What is wrong with people? And why would he pin this? This is a pinned comment. Bunch of sickos. Bro, I can't tell you how much I love it when you give it to these guys. By giving it to men, he must be playing how Mike O'Hearn played perhaps himself in a real-life movie. It was called Magazine Dreams, where he gives it to John Mayers, and I'm not going to tell you where. Did you watch the movie? Great job from Mike O'Hearn. And so perhaps that's what he's referring to. The Dutch Giant, shots fired. I believe the shots fired were at Jonathan Mayer in that movie scene. Is this why Mike and Greg made friends? To team up against the Titan? I don't need a team to attack Mike O'Hearn. I've been tearing him down for years. I believe I'm 10-0. I've probably done 10 videos against Mike. And he's never come out on top. I mean, this is not like the Jonathan Mayers movie where he, in fact, was a top. Hey, better than being a bottom. Sir, also, who the hell is the Doucette? I haven't heard of her, sir. You know you've made it when they're talking about you. They know who you are. and they're trying to get at you. I mean, this is fantastic. Like, look what the guy writes. Like, let's watch this. We're going to compare myself to Mike after this. Doucette is one failed bodybuilder turned YouTuber. I won my IFBB Pro card way back in 2012. Mike doesn't have an IFBB Pro card. Did you know that? And so I'm an IFBB Pro and Mike is not. And so, Mike, when are you going to get your pro card so that you can compete against Coach Greg? I mean, do you not all want to see Coach Greg versus Mike O'Hearn? You know, I mean, I know it's not fair because I'm on HRT, 140 milligrams of test a week. Mike O'Hearn's 100% natural. And so, Mike, would you like to compete against Coach Greg next year? I will only take HRT. You know, it's going to give me an advantage. I know that because you're 100% natural, but I will compete against you in 2026 in a professional bodybuilding competition. IFBB Pro versus IFBB Pro. But where's your pro card? And so how are we going to compete? I mean, I know you've done some guest posing, but can you not just compete? And remember, some people actually think that Mike O'Hearn is not 100% natural. And that is how good he actually is. I mean, he's so well built that people think there's no way that he did it natural. And so, Mike, when are we competing? Name the show and I will compete against you. And so how hard would it be for you to turn pro? Probably easy. Your first try, you're going to win your pro card. I mean, even I won my pro card. Imagine how easy it would be for Mike, a guy who trains with heavy weights and who trains hard. I mean, Coach Greg, what do I know? I just train with light weights. I don't know what I'm doing. And the same challenge can go out to Mike Israetel. He said, Mike and Greg, he put us in the same category. And so when do the three of us do battle on an IFBB Pro stage? 2026, get Mike a pro card, the other Mike a pro card, and let's challenge Coach Greg. But last I checked, both of you don't have your cards yet. This is analogous to saying to a guy who's played in the NFL that you're better at football than they are. Right. How many times have you played in the NFL? A zero. And so you lose. Greg doesn't promote going light. His slogan is harder than last time. And so if I were Thanos, rather than snapping my fingers, I would do this. That's all that needs to be done. No, Stan the Man McQuay. Why are you crying with fireballs? Stan the Man McQuay was my favorite bodybuilder growing up. He was my hero, the guy I looked up to the most, the man whose physique that I wanted to have, and I don't mean it in the way that Mike O'Hearn likes. I mean, I wanted to build a physique as great as his, and I eventually earned my IFBB Pro card. Stan, don't do me dirty like that. Greg in his 40s, earlier 40s, and he turned 50 last week. Not OMG, you lie about being natty, but you also lie about other people in the scene and are what they say. And so if Mike is willing to lie about my age, when I posted my birthday that I'm 50, do you really think he thinks I'm in my 40s? And so if he's willing to lie about my age, do you not think it's possible that he's willing to lie about being 100% natural? I mean, has he shown his blood work 4 times and done a polygraph test like Hussein Farhat? I don't think so. And so you can believe that he's natural and that I'm in my 40s. Hey, I don't mind. I like being in my 40s, even though I'm 50. But I'm not going to lie. Notice, I'm on 140 milligrams of test a week. Is Mike ever going to admit what he's on? Also, Greg just got a Ferrari next to a Lambo, a McLaren, and a Mercedes AMG. Why hating on someone just because? Bro actually saw my lineup car. He knows that I'm 50. And so they're just saying, Mike, like you're talking about this guy as if he's a complete failure, as if he doesn't know anything. But yet, he's very successful. Take notes from Mike, you say. What? How to continuously lie to the public on his apparent steroid usage? He talks about people being broken when he has health issues he's dealing with. Must be those massive doses of PEDs he's been using since the 1990s era. We've all seen The Rock become a pebble, which is better than being a tombstone. I am aware of that. But how long before Mike O'Hearn is forced to do the same? We've seen it with Dave Bautista from wrestling. Then it was The Rock. How long before it's Mike's turn? When suddenly he says, you know what? I had to downsize for a movie role. I'm losing all of my muscle. Many people can use steroids and continue to do so in their 50s. But How many of them make it into their 60s and 70s? Eventually, they have to slow down. So who doesn't lift hard? Who? Greg? He gives 120% always and teaches this on YouTube. This makes no sense. Greg is really great at holding people's attention and getting them emotionally hooked. Well, thank you. That sounds like a great compliment. That does not mean he has any good fitness advice. No, the two are not the same, but I'm sure that I have a really good fitness advice. I mean, think of it. I do have a master's in kinesiology, so I have the education. Not only that, I have the experience. I've been training for 40 years, and I've been coaching thousands of clients for decades. And so where is it that I'm giving the poor information? Where I say, train harder than last time, which is progressive overload. Should you train easier each time? Should you not progressive overload? Where I say you can make equal gains from training with heavy weights hard versus lighter weights hard. Is there something wrong with that? Lighter weights, high reps, you can't build muscle. Is that the mistake? Because I do most of my sets closer to 15. Is that somehow a lie? Is it wrong? Am I giving out misinformation? You let me know what I'm saying that's wrong. Greg caught a stray. Well, it's better than catching chlamydia from being with Mike O'Hearn. O'Hearn don't pull no punches. You know what else he doesn't pull out on? On Jonathan Mayer's stomach after he finishes.
He is a, 6'5" Herculean white god.
Greg looks like a complete beast. What? And always promotes lifting heavier than last time. Greg usually says harder than last time, but PK. Maybe it doesn't say okay? I don't know. Been listening to Dr. Mike and Greg for a long time, and while they're younger than O'Hearn, they don't stand a chance against him, all right? When you say don't stand a chance, do you mean I don't stand a chance to lose? I mean, I've already challenged him. Mike, what IFBB Pro show are we competing in next year? Are you afraid to go against Coach Greg with superior symmetry and an even better tan? And yeah, I may be 5'6", but I'm 6'5" when I'm sitting on my wallet. And so, are you ready to do battle? Let me know in the comment section. How many of you think Mike O'Hearn could beat Coach Greg in a professional bodybuilding competition? Yeah, you've seen his best physique when he poses his upper body. He's got some abs and so on. But what about the legs? Have you seen Coach Greg's legs? I mean, let's look right now. Does Mike have better quads than Coach Greg? What do you guys think? My legs are better from the back. I know Mike would love to be back there to analyze it, but I am a better bodybuilder than Mike O'Hearn. Perhaps you believe me, perhaps you don't. Challenge is on. And so, Mike, you're always in show shape, are you not? Coach Greg, I'm at 8% body fat in the off-season. Take me a month to get in shape. Are you ready? Well said, legend. Like, show me what you look like now, not 15 years ago. And Mike looks great for decades. And so, point taken. Show me what you look like right now. Whatever you look like in the past, apparently I was only a great bodybuilder 15 years ago. And so, Mike, are you ready? I need 4 weeks notice. 4 weeks to get in shape. And I'm not going to go on a cycle. I'm going to do 140 milligrams of HRT. Can you beat Coach Greg, or are you too chicken shit? Imagine the embarrassment Mike loses to Coach Greg after blasting, well, nothing, being 100% natural for years. And so, is Mike too scared? Would Mike dare take on the challenge? And we can throw Mike Israetel in there. I mean, if he ever gets a freaking pro card, we can throw Mike in the mix. And so, Mike, when are we doing it? When are we hitting the stage? I'm ready. Are you? Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video if you liked it. Who wants to see Coach Greg versus Mike in an actual bodybuilding competition? It's not really fair. I am going to be on double doses of Turk Builder Max, GO2 Max. I'm going to get blue lobstered every freaking day. Mike, you're going down. And of course, if you're interested in coaching by Coach Greg, I know what I'm doing. Click the link in the description and apply right now. I'll be eating from my cookbook the entire diet, eating delicious, amazing recipes that the entire world can eat. And if you want to get supplements or get your blood work done, Algo RX, prescription medications. Perhaps you need Viagra, Cialis. I know Mike is getting older. Perhaps he needs some. Perhaps telmisartan. Mike, you need some of that for your high blood pressure, perhaps taking steroids. I don't know. Maybe you could benefit. Or perhaps you're 100% natural and you need enclomiphene to raise your test levels up. You want to get anything code Greg 10% off. And until next time, I am out. Out to go train harder than last time to beat Mike next year in a bodybuilding competition.